Welcome to Classic Sitcoms, Facts, and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. Before we get started, I ask you to please subscribe and please share these out. Viewership is down. Yesterday it was way down. Don't know what's going on, but it's way down on actually all three channels. Are you getting bored with me yet? Today's video is on Ozzie and Harriet. Some things you might not know about the Nelson family. Let's take a look. The exterior shots were taken outside of the real home of the Nelsons in Hollywood Hills above Hollywood Boulevard. The sets for the interior of the home was also replicated their actual home. Red Skelton getting drafted gave them the show. After divorcing his wife and losing the married man's deferment in 1944, the comedian's absence from his radio show led the way for his band leader, Ozzie, to take over his time slot with the family series. David and Ricky were played by other actors at first. Ozzie and Harriet felt the sons were too young to perform when the series began as a radio show back in 1944, so professional actors were hired until the siblings took over in 1949. Ricky's first real name, his real name was Eric. If you assume the nickname was short for Richard, you were wrong. This is especially confusing if you remember that the performer later shortened his name to Rick in an attempt to appear more mature. And parents Ozzie and Harriet were upset about Ricky's rock and roll. Ozzie himself was reluctant to allow Ricky to indulge in rock music on the show. He eventually agreed in an effort to boost the youth audience, which worked wonderfully. However, the parents of those younger viewers were less happy about it, as the genre was still seen as a bad influence. So Ozzie and Harriet made a point to include scenes where they defended their son's music choices. The show used to be the longest-running comedy series. The show spanned an impressive 14 seasons, but they were forced to give up the longest-running title when The Simpsons completed their 15th season in 2004. Ozzie wouldn't let his sons go to college. A documentary from 1998 titled Ozzie and Harriet, The Adventures of America's Favorite Family, painted the Nelson patriarch as a workaholic who thwarted his sons, preventing them from attending college and reminding them that they were obliged to work on television. David, however, disputed this claim, saying, "My father went to great pains to see that Rick and I had a normal an upbringing as possible." They would have been paid even if the series flopped. Ozzie made an unprecedented negotiation with ABC before signing his family up for the television series by demanding a 10-year contract that would be paid even if they were canceled before that time was up. Luckily for the network, they managed to outlast that original contract. Ricky's popularity kept the show running. Ricky and his wife Kristen Harmon Nelson, who was also written onto the series, celebrate the fact that Ricky was conflicted about by his squeaky clean teen idol image. It was exactly the reason the family remained on the air for so long. According to his brother David, he stayed on as long as he did because of Rick and Rick's popularity. My father would have been the first one to admit that. He told that to both of us. No one knows if Ozzie's character had a job. Though in the film that acted as their pilot, Here Comes the Nelsons, Ozzie's fictional counterpart is an advertising executive who works promoting women's underwear. The transition to television never mentions his career. It became a joke that the only time Ozzie left the Nelson home was to go buy ice cream. His real-life granddaughter, Ricky's daughter, Tracy Nelson, attempted to clear things up by saying in interviews that the character was a lawyer who graduated from Rutgers. And that's all I got for you on that. I hope you enjoyed this. Seriously, viewership was way down yesterday. I hope you guys are still enjoying this. And please share it out and please subscribe if you have not yet. I appreciate that. Have a great day. God bless, and be praying for you.